So this is going to be celebrated generally in bookshelves and hopefully in people's kitchens, but also on the telly. Dave, you have the Hairy Biker's best Christmas ever?
I think that's what it's going to be called. Yeah, because it was the Christmas, so I thought I would be dead, so I didn't think I'd be there for. So,
it literally is going to be the best Christmas ever.
Oh, yes. Yeah. We've filmed the food and it's been a good time, haven't we, mate? And then we've got like a nice banquet to do for people who we care about. And yeah, it's shaping up quite nicely. It's been a good year and we filmed a series for next year. So, yeah, we're doing a good time, Chris.
Okay, and you're going to say thank you to people who've helped Dave out by inviting them to a Hairy Biker's best Christmas ever dinner.
Best Christmas ever. Massive banquet, all the things that you love, all of those comfort foodie bits that you love around the Christmas table. Little bit of crack on, few drinks, and we're just going to film it. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, it's not a bad way of earning a living, Chris.
I know. Second only to playing rock and roll music and actually getting free food made by recipes from your wonderful book. So, Dave, people may or may not know what you just said was a joke and also not a joke because you didn't think you were going to be here at one time, did you?
No, I was diagnosed with cancer about 18 months ago now. Right. And it's a long journey and I'm still on it, but I'm doing all right. I'm back with my best mate on the motorbikes. We've managed to keep cooking, eating and food. So life's pretty sweet, Chris. Yeah, and getting the book out and this week's been good fun. I like coming here to see you.
Yeah.
You know, you don't take stuff for granted now. We're having such a good time.
Yeah, Si, what has it been like for you for the past 18 months, being Dave's busy partner in crime?
Well, look, it's been a difficult time for Dave and his family and really everybody that loves him and cares about him. So it's been a difficult process for everybody. But there's something about Dave Myers that's as hard as nails, and he has this steel core that
it's called survival instinct.
It's called better than the alternative.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
What was it Ken Dodd said? If you wake up in the morning, your elbows don't touch wood. It's going to be a good day.
It's going to be a good day. Well, good for you. We'll talk about the book first, then we'll talk about the TV show, and then we'll talk about next year and what's going on there. So these are, and you can tell because I can almost smell them off the page. Good. These are recipes from childhood days, formative years, proper food. This is, isn't it?
It is. It's a celebration of that comfort and that cuddle on a plate, you know. But the great thing about the UK, and you can't say this about many countries, is that you can eat your way around the world, and it's of a real standard. So it's also a celebration of other cultures' comfort food as well that that's been brought to us by whether it be our travels or friends that we have, and mums and dads just going, oh, you've got to include that. You've got to include this because it's from where I come from, you know, where my roots are, and it's great. It was a lovely book to put together. Really
there's a bit of fusion, and it gets a bit fancy in places as well. I like it.
Yeah, there's a duck confit shepherd's pie.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
No, but it's easy. Boom. That's a bit fancy.
Like,
everybody loves a shepherd's pie or a cottage pie, including myself. But this one's it's a French recipe originally, but we've kind of made it comfy. You know, and
comfy and comfy.
Yeah, comfy. The comfy pie.
What is comfy? I always get confused.
It's like where you cook it, say the duck or something in oil or fat, and you cook it very, very slowly. Yeah. It gets very, very tender. Yeah. That's why, like with duck, when you cook duck, the breast really is nice pink, and if you know, but the legs are best comfy, cooked slow until they're falling apart.
And that's what a lot of us make the mistake, don't we, of thinking we have to do the bird all at once.
Yeah.
And it's like a T-bone steak, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
Have I imagined this? Can you get a T-bone pan that has different thicknesses in it to get the steak to do?
I don't know, but if you can't, you can now. That's brilliant.
Let's do it.
Sheer brilliance.
This time next year, Si and Dave.
That's it.
T-bone pan. We tried to have a breakfast pan out once, didn't we?
Did you honestly?
Which had different compartments, like for your beans, your sausage.
Love it.
Yeah, no, it didn't work.
What else have you done that didn't work but seemed like a good idea at the time and it's funny to talk about now that the pain is over?
Oh, recipe-wise, we did a duck tagine with orange dumplings. So duck and orange. It's like a Moroccan-French fusion.
Dear.
Something spectacular happened to the dumplings.
Right.
They went like squash balls, and I kid you not, and I saw me like we had 2 frying pans on the table, and we did play ping pong with the dumplings.
They were remarkable. The other mad thing that we did, which is, I mean, how we actually arrived at this conclusion, and it would be a good idea. We're out in the Irish Sea.
Right. Yes.
And we had a catamaran at the time.
Catamaran.
And then we thought it was a great idea to cook a spiced crab soufflés on the deck of said vessel.
Right.
In a storm on a charcoal
My
oven.
tummy's already going, just so you know.
It was. It, honestly, they were like beer mats.
Because every time that the catamaran hit the waves, the soufflé sank. And you turn to the camera. I couldn't look because I was really proud of this. And I said, "Can you just have a look?" He went, "Oh, the fine Dave with his endless Geordie optimism." And I've got, "Are you sure, King?" Yeah. And he brought it out. You know, he's covered in oil. He'd been fixing the engine. This crab beer mat. And we had to turn and say, "This is lovely."
I'm actually chuddering here.
Honestly, and we had the audacity to say it.
Properly queasy.
Yeah. We had the audacity. Dave and I looked at each other and went, "They'll never show this." Absolutely,
Of course
all
they
the way.
do.
Of
That's
course
where the
they
gold
did.
is.
But in the book, the soufflés were sky high, Chris.
Yeah. Don't open the oven. That's one thing, isn't it?
Yeah, don't open
Well,
it.
no, apparently.
Other times you shouldn't open the oven.
Yorkshire pudding.
Yorkshire pudding. That's the one, isn't it? Is that the big one?
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Don't open the oven.
All right. What about this? I said fancy is the shepherd's pie comfy. Fusion. What about risotto carbonara?
Oh, that yeah.
Yeah,
Because
there's
normally you have
trouble
spaghetti
with
carbonara,
that.
don't you?
Yeah, they will.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, you know, everybody loves spaghetti carbonara
I
if you eat
love
meat.
spaghetti carbonara.
A risotto is a real cuddle on your stomach. It's very comfortable. So we created this Frankenstein Italian fusion food.
So it's not. We're hitting the same mark here. I'm thinking exactly the same as you.
But it's lovely.
Reading the book.
It's lovely.
I mean, we've been disowned by all of Italy, of
Yeah.
course.
But it's really tasty, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah, it's good.
epic.
And it's quick as well.
What about breakfast poutine? I don't know what that means. I've got to be honest. What does that mean?
Well, it's chips, isn't it?
Yeah, well, Canadians...
Oh my God.
No, poutine is like one of the national dishes of Canada.
Yeah.
You know, you go into a bar and your sports bar and you have your poutine. It's basically like gravy on cheesy chips. So, but then it's come beyond that with bacon bits and everything. So we thought like do like a full English poutine.
Oh, I think it's great.
which we have.
Yeah.
But also there are fried eggs on top. I know it's only a fried egg, but a fried egg done well.
Oh, it's the best thing in the world.
Yeah, because Marco Pierre White. Do you know about this?
Yeah.
So Marco Pierre White, if somebody wanted to come and work in his kitchen, he wouldn't interview them. Probably wouldn't look at them usually. He'd just say, "Fry me an egg," because if you can fry an egg well, then you get a job in Marco Pierre White's kitchen. Because it's so easy to mess a fried egg.
It is.
Are you a frilly fried egg or a non-frilly fried
I'm
egg?
a frilly fried egg.
You like a
I'm
frilly?
a very, very hot pan frilly fried egg kind of guy.
with crusty bottom.
Crunchy,
yes.
crusty bottom.
Oh, yes.
I got to say, aubergine. You're clearly not.
No, I like mine done like in a ring, you know, and so it's just perfect.
Greasy
no
spoon.
frills.
Yeah, but you don't eat the white. You only eat the yolk.
Yeah, I know. Well, I've never liked egg white since I was a kid. I'm all right in scrambled,
Yeah.
but no.
What about aubergine parmigiana here? Now, in this picture here, you are focused, Si. And
yeah.
by the way, can I just say, when you were looking tenderly and you're in the moment like that, I think he has a look of Andrea Botticelli about him. You're handsome when you're looking down.
Or from behind.
No, seriously. You're happy, you're content, you're in the moment there.
Yeah. Well, that was that was our take on a Parmigiano, and it's in a wanna because.
By the way, your duck confit shepherd's pie not only is it fancy because of the duck confit, it's got fancy potatoes as well.
they're all sliced.
Yeah, very cool. Rock buns. Now we've had a go at the rock buns.
Right.
Now you don't seem very happy with Showbiz John's effort with the rock buns initially. What's wrong? What's he done wrong?
The flour's too old, which is why
too old.
Which is why they haven't risen.
And did he put baking powder in, as the recipe suggested?
He did put baking powder in.
He did. Yeah, it's not. It's yeah. I think he got it. I have the inside track on this, Chris, and I think he got it from his mum's cupboard. And he said that his mum's, it could have been there since World War II.
Really tasty.
I think they look great, and I think they taste great. What do you reckon?
They don't look great, but they taste nice.
If you were to pick one thing out of your book, okay, here we go, Hairy Bikers, the ultimate comfort food book for a world title fight. You've got the red corner, Si. You've got the blue corner, Dave. What are you going to go for, Si?
Oh, I'd go for the duck confit.
The duck confit.
Yeah, it's a proper hitter.
Fair, he may have stolen that from you. What are you going to say, Dave?
The spiced crab omelette.
Oh yeah, that's
No!
also
That was inspired by a little old lady in Bangkok.
good. Oh yes, she
Who
was
was
great.
cooking them in the street
With welding
And
glasses.
We've kind of
Is she in the new show?
no, she's been in an old show,
She's been in
funnily
an old
enough, Auntie-Fee.
I love crab.
Yeah, but in an omelette with the egg, it goes together really nicely. Just a bit of spice and a bit of a Fu Young thing going on.
Yeah. We
Lovely.
had omelettes on Wednesday, and we had some mash, some bub and squeak basically left over. And so we had that going on as well. So what we do is there's that book called French Kids Don't Throw Food about
Yes.
parenting.
Yeah.
And the best tip we've ever had, one of the best tips we've ever had as parents is don't load your kids' plates up with food. Put all the sharing plates in the middle, empty plates for the kids, and straight away they've got agency over their own portions. They're playing, it's interactive because it's can I have some of this, can I have some of that, can you pass me that? So there's stuff going on.
And it's great for socialisation as well,
Yeah, exactly.
you know, around a table. It's
Yeah, and
important.
we've just managed to sort of tear them away from the telly. And if the food was already there, it'd be a race against time to get back to the telly. But this is a distraction that's big enough. They forget what they were doing before, and they're totally now into sitting with each other having some food.
And conversing.
Yes.
And without screens.
100%. 100%. Now, there's a reason I was telling you that. What was the reason I was telling you that? I can't remember.
Omelettes?
Yes, omelettes. So we had bubbler squeak going on Wednesday,
Yeah.
and we had omelettes going on. And I have, for the first time, honestly, I put some mash in my omelette.
Yeah.
I had a mash omelette. It was absolutely gorgeous.
Well, it's a bit of a frittata, then it's a
It's
frittata,
a frittata.
isn't it? Yeah.
Get towards Spanish omelette
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
It's all that going
Perfect.
on. Last night we had Brussels sprouts for the first time this side of Christmas.
Oh, did you? Without the frost? Without the first frost?
Yeah,
What were they
without,
like?
just because Tasha bought them. Maybe she bought them by mistake. So I did them 4 or 5 minutes in the microwave with a bit of butter, and then I fried them with some olives and some garlic, bit of lemon, boom. Everybody loved them.
Nice, yeah.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's
All right
a
with that?
much maligned veg, a sprout, isn't it? The Brussels sprout.
I think as you get older, though, from a cruciferous point of view, they do say, don't they? If there was a pill that would help you live longer, help you be more cognizant, reduce your blood pressure, do all this stuff, people would literally be queuing around the block to buy it. Well, there is, and it's called the Brussels sprout.
Yeah, it's very
Isn't that
true.
mad?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Very true.
Morning, Chris and the team. Can you please thank the Hairy Bikers for the beef Yorkshire pudding wrap recipe? It's
yes.
wonderful, says Janet from Bedfordshire. Please speak to that for a second.
Oh, the Yorkshire pudding wrap. We did that in a shopping centre in Tulsa. We bought a British classic, and we made the Yorkshire puddings. They were quite flattened. And then we just did the
It was called the Mother Road, Food Market.
Food market.
The Mother Road.
And we actually started dishing them out in the shopping centre in Tulsa. Lots of gravy, lots of beef in there, and rolled up. And it was so funny watching the Americans' faces. They hadn't tasted such wonder for years.
It was hilarious. They go, what is this, man? And I go, well, it's like Yorkshire. It's just have a bite. Wow, this is amazing.
How are they with your accent? Because I remember when Cheryl Cole was on US America's Got Talent, they had to subtitle her. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And I'm not being rude. This is a fact. Because some of our accents, they think we're Australian, don't they? A lot of Americans think we're Australian.
Yeah.
We're not. Australians are Australian.
Yes,
But it's
they
okay.
are.
It's not a fight you need to have. But how were they with your accents?
All right, actually, we just spoke very slowly. Hello.
But we were making a programme for the English market, so we didn't care much.
You didn't care. It's
Nah.
funny, isn't it? Because there's the Deadliest Catch. There's that program, isn't there?
Great.
And these are Scottish-speaking fisher people, and we have subtitles, don't we? Even for that, because sometimes that is an extraordinary accent, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's great. It's a good show, then.
So let's talk about the Hairy Bikers, the biking aspect. Where's the bikes now? How's the collection going? Who has the most? Are you buying? Are you selling? What's going on?
Well, I've just bought a Motor Guzzi.
Nice.
Other makes are available.
Strong.
So
New, retro, old?
No,
recreation?
I bought a new one. I was into custom motorcycles for a very long time, but after about 150 miles, I needed an osteopath, so I flogged them and bought a Motor Guzzi, which was and bearing in mind that, and we had a collection over the years, haven't we? We've had so many.
This time
you've only got one bum, so I was thinking, well, I just have one bike.
Yeah, no, it does.
But now I'm starting to get the itch, and I can't keep building sheds,
isn't
man.
it?
But you came with me, didn't you, to have a look at my new bike? So I'd kind of I sold my bikes when I got sick. Just as one, I moved house, so it was one last thing for my wife to worry about moving.
Right.
I'd like old Laverda Jotas, Motor Guzzis, quite a collection.
Would he sell them to us?
beautiful house as well. What's that?
Nah.
Wouldn't sell them to us?
No, well, you didn't come up with the cash quick enough, But there was a man in the Cotswolds who bang on the table. So anyway, I was bikeless, but I had problems with my balance. So
There's a great post-show chat coming up, isn't there?
Well, I went and I bought myself just a very simple Royal Enfield Bullet Trials bike to get back into biking.
Right.
It's light, simple, and being a single, it goes bang at every lamppost. And I went to the dealers. I was waiting for it to just have a few bits done. And of course, my bike was cheap and cheerful. You came out with your Motor Guzzi.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
So-
it was one of those things. I said, don't let me buy anything, dude. And he was like, no,
Look at that.
look at that.
What's if you could have one motorbike? What's the Ferrari GTO of motorbikes? What is it?
Oh, Vincent Black Shadow.
Yeah.
Is that like really famous?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
a Bruff Superior or something
yeah.
like that. Yeah, something like
Which
that.
one was Lawrence of Arabia's? What
Bruff
was
Superior.
Right.
We've ridden George Bruff, the man who built them. We actually were lucky enough to ride his Bruff Superior that he used to lend T.E. Lawrence's when Lawrence's was in for repair. And
No way.
Yeah.
these were delivered to us on the North Circular.
Shut up.
So we took the bike out. It was two of them,
Terrifying.
weren't there, Kingy?
Yeah, there was.
And we took them out on the North Circular, just thinking, this is nuts. Yeah, the amount of the history, forget the financial thing in these bikes. What a privilege. And they rode really
What is
well.
that, £500,000, something like
Oh,
that?
easily.
Yeah,
Maybe
easily.
more?
Yeah.
Looking it up, more. North of £500,000.
Yeah, definitely.
I had the number plate from the movie. On the front mudguard.
Yeah.
I had the number plate from the movie framed that somebody gave to me.
What gave to you?
Yeah. Who directed Lawrence? No, who directed Lawrence?
David Lean?
David Lean, yeah.
I think who wrote the screenplay?
Oh,
Who produced it? So whoever produced it, his son gave me the number plate, the actual number plate.
Was he trying to curry favour? What?
Yeah, maybe he thought I was into motorbikes. And I didn't have the heart to tell him. I've never been into motorbikes. I'd like to be into motorbikes.
Yeah?
I've had one or two, but I've never been into them. I just took it off him and put it in the garage.
Well,
and it
is
was
it still
bent,
there?
from the crash,
Yeah.
from the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you still got it?
No, I gave it to a motor museum, a motorbike museum.
That's fair
'Cause I thought it was
enough.
wrong that I had it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think I
that's
did.
cool, man.
I think I did that.
You might find it in the garage.
I don't know.
Can you have a look? And if so, can I have it?
Absolutely,
Thank you.
100%. To make up for
I'm a shameless Geordie, so it's fine.
the non-forthcoming sale of this
Yeah.
amazing collection.
No, I wanted a quick sale.
How many bikes did you sell?
3.
Three.
Three.
To one guy.
Yeah, job
Just not
lot.
Si.
Well, no, you
asked you, you were like, no, it's all right, I've got to buy. I was like, I'll have the Geordie.
I've done a package deal.
But you're back on the horse now, saddle-wise.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, and we've been filming a new series for next year called Hairy Bikers Go West, and we were on some BSAs for that.
Go west where?
Life is peaceful there. Go west.
Go
lots
west
of
in the
over
UK.
there.
So we did, it's like part of this. We did go north, then we thought we'd go west.
Right.
So
From Butte down to Devon.
By the way, can I just say I'm loving these cookies.
yeah, they're really, yeah.
Absolutely loving them.
Yeah.
Good morning, Christopher. I'd love a hello from Sign Dave.
Hello.
Hello.
Says Julian Somerset. I consider myself an okay cook, but I did train as a chef back in the 70s. Their book's the best, and their curry book is second to none. I have 7 of them.
Wow.
Wow. You know,
Is that 7 of the same book?
I'm not entirely sure because we should let her know that all the same recipes. If you buy one curry book, it's the same in the rest.
others.
So I hope she's got six other books from us.
Is it true you've written 27 books?
30.
30 books?
Yeah.
Wow, that is pretty incredible.
We're just trying to work out because Delia Smith had bought Norwich after like 15 books, and we haven't bought anything.
We got drunk with Delia Smith one night.
Yeah, it was great.
And she said to us, you know, she's done 30 cookbooks.
This is good, man.
And we thought, and we said, and we'd done about 5, and we thought, hey, if we ever did 30 cookbooks, we'd be on an island in Barbados. It's never happened, Chris.
Well, it depends how many of those books you sell. I mean, you've no complaints, you're doing all right. But then there was that book, Delia, do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody. Do you know how many copies of Delia she sells?
Is it called How to Cook?
No.
It's just Delia.
It's just called Delia.
Yeah,
She's on a
white
red
coffee.
dress.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
It's a dark cover. It's a red dress. It's thicker than any Bible you'll ever see. Guess how many copies she sold in the UK?
1 million.
18 million.
18 million, yeah.
That's like 1 in every 4 of us has
18
Delia.
million
But
copies.
you never get a Duff Delia.
No, all the
ever.
recipes work. We used to carry a picture of Delia with us on our trips. We were in the Sahara Desert, and we had a picture of Delia in a crystal photo frame. We used to put it up on a sand dune for inspiration. And with greatest of respect, that's how we got chatting to her, because we were genuine fans, you know. And I think one of our first newspaper headlines was, I casually said off the cuff to Kingy, I had this weird dream last night, mate, where Delia Smith came to me naked with a big bowl of her garlic mash. And one of the papers printed this, and it was all very innocent. It was all about the garlic mash. But I think
Was it?
Delia thought it was really funny.
It was not all about
I
the
think we're
garlic
going
mash.
to need a bigger bowl.
We'll all remember naked long after we remember garlic mash.
I don't know, to be honest, I love garlic mash. I might be the only person to back Dave up on this one.
But Delia's garlic mash is very, very good.
Oh, it's
Well,
very
there's the
special.
Dalai Lama and there's the Delia Lama.
Yeah, there is.
Depending on what you need.
Yeah,
She is amazing, Delia Smith.
she is
isn't
absolutely amazing.
So,
Love her to death.
I don't know if you remember this, but you know that Si used to work on Harry Potter as a location manager.
Didn't know that.
And Dave was hair and makeup in. Mm-hmm. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
People forget about this. It's been a while. Let's just revisit that just briefly. Go on.
Well, I was part of a very talented. I did the first 2 films. I
mean, you could have played Hagrid.
Well, I could have, but I never got asked. So
I know.
I just had to park cars up and find locations. So, it was an amazing experience.
And what
Huge
was the pinnacle of your hair and makeup era?
Oh, I think I used to do some films, a lot of straight to videos, to be honest. And I was Roger Moore once. I've been out with my mates, and we were all having a lie-in on a Sunday and going out fishing, and the phone went. And mate said, "It's Roger Moore on the phone." And I went, "What?" I said, "Give over." And it was because you had been filming with him. And he said to me, "When are you arriving in Luxembourg?" I went, "Oh, hello." And I said, "I'm in on Wednesday." He said, "Can you cut hair?" Yes, I'm very good, Roger. And he said, "OK, well, I won't get my hair cut then. I'll wait for you to turn up." I said, "And if you're bad, I'll break your scissors." And I went out there to film with him. And he was just like, apart from... I was a fan.
Yeah.
He was so gentle, wonderful, funny. He used to come in with a joke of the day into the makeup trailer. I think so the times with Roger Moore then it was just magical, really.
And by the way, he knew what he was talking about, because to threaten to break a hairdresser's scissors is a big deal, because they're not inexpensive, are they, scissors?
Well, mine were cheap. I was losing them all the time,
but
Chris.
you can pay £1,000 for a pair of...
Yeah, you can. Well, 100 quid was mine tops in the day, but I used to do a lot of hair cutting.
Yeah.
That's
By the
why
way,
my pastry works good.
Great moustache action going on today.
Oh, you should see my mother's, Chris.
What have you done?
Oh, I was years ago. I was in pantomime and I was Baronard up, so I thought I'd cultivate it a bit. And my wife quite likes it, so I get this Bavarian moustache wax
It's called Snot.
No, it's not. It's by Dr. Dittmar. I get it on the internet. And honestly, you comb it through, perk it up, and that's it for the day. Even on the motorbike, it never shifts, but it washes out every morning with a touch of shampoo.
Have you ever made psyop? Have you ever...
Yes. I dyed your beard once when it started to go white. Do you remember?
Oh, God,
It went a really ethereal colour.
Yeah?
Like nicotine. You know, it wasn't good.
No, it wasn't great.
No.
No, he's never done it again.
Wow.
Did it make you up though when we did the pantomime dame thing?
Yes, that was good. That
Yeah,
I quite
you look
fancied
like Pat
myself.
Butcher.
I looked like I did. I did look like Pat Butcher. I did. It was remarkable. Frank.
How many times did you panto you two together?
Oh, this was just part of the. This was just part of the show. We didn't know.
So you haven't pantoed?
No,
I
no.
have.
Dave has.
He wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't. No,
We got offered some good money as well, but he wouldn't do
You could
it.
have bought those bikes.
I don't care. I don't. Life's too short.
There's not enough money in the
no,
world.
there's not enough money in
Really?
the world
You
for
sure?
me. Absolutely positive.
All right.
Yeah.
We're done for time, I think. We got loads more text. The book's great. I can't wait for the TV show. So the Hairy Biker's best Christmas ever. BBC Two, I'm presuming.
BBC Two. Yes, absolutely.
Any idea when-ish?
Probably December.
Somebody said week commencing the 17th.
17th, yeah.
We're not sure.
It's funny, isn't it? Because Hannah Waddingham, you know, the great Hannah Waddingham from Ted Lasso. So she has a Christmas special for Apple TV Plus, and because Apple TV Plus do telly the way Super Telly's done now, her Christmas special is coming out like next week in November, just so it's there, so you can watch it whenever you want.
Yeah.
And I just think, you know, the terrestrial channels should put stuff out earlier now because
They definitely
nobody's
should.
waiting for stuff anymore because that's not how people watch telly anymore.
Well, they don't know, and I think that you know they need to catch up a little, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we haven't got ourselves together enough to shoot the end of
No,
the
I know, I'm
programme
just saying,
yet.
I'm just
so-
saying. But the 17th is better than 23rd because, you know, 23rd, 24th, nice idea if everybody's still in and watching telly.
Yeah.
And they're
quite.
not, because they're wrapping presents and panicking about the stuff that they've forgotten.
Yeah.
I know. I told Vas a story earlier on today about a clown that panicked.
Yeah.
A clown that panicked, and this guy ruined the show. And he was like this super clown, worked for Cirque du Soleil. How good have you got to be to be
wow.
the head clown for Cirque du Soleil? And he messed this show up one night. And the guy who created Cirque du Soleil, he was drawn over the coals by the guy who owned the casino in Las Vegas. He said, "What happened tonight?" He said, "My head clown panicked." He said, "What?" He said, "I don't know. He's never done it before. 30 years." He said, "The clown panicked."
A panicking clown is not a good thing to have in
Not
your
a good
head.
thing
is it?
because you don't know whether he's still clowning or he's not clowning or.
Well, how would you know?
How would you
and
know?
only he would know that his head clown had panicked. But clearly, the rest of the audience knew because they were thinking, "What's the matter with a head clown?"
Yeah.
Just goes to show you never know what's going on
You
inside.
did- Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I
But
know
we'd
that.
rather have it than not have it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Anything else you'd like to say, guys? Because we're done. We're done for time.
No,
I'm loving
well-
the cookies,
Oh,
by the
just-
way.
it's
No, it's
lovely
just
to be here.
lovely
Thank
to
you.
be
Great to see you, man.
It's
I
lovely.
wish you very well with your health.
Thank you, Chris.
Currently, treatment
Stable.
Stable.
Yeah, which is good. Stable's good. Very happy. And looking forward very much to Christmas and just pottering around, really,
Yeah.
and enjoying life with my mate.
All right, from Harry Potter to pottering around. I love it.
Perfect.
And a few bikes and dodgy deals in between.
Yep.
Cy King and Dave Myers, the Hairy Bikers, Ultimate Comfort Food, out now. The Christmas show is on the way, and the brand new series kicks off early 2024.
Spring 2020.
BBC Two. All right.